Hi crypto queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, I will show you why I could potentially go in for a long position on Ethereum if we start off with dragging a Fibonacci from 1,617 back up to the high. We can already see that we did retest the 50% at 1,686. If we drag a trend line right here, you can see that we are creating lower highs. But if we break this level, see potential retest, I can buy the market up to potentially 1,840 or potentially the higher time frames Fibonacci levels around 1,970. I will also show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you what I see on Ethereum and Bitcoin right now. This is the BTC charts on the weekly chart, and it looks like we're still pulling back up to 25,000 around that level and 26,700. I definitely believe that next week we will have the continuation to the 50 and 61% based on the Fibonacci that we do have on the, I think it was on the 2 daily chart. And remember that we also is combining that with the higher time frames Fibonacci level that we did have from 28th of March, and take profit 1 was at $27,020, and that is slightly above the 61% that I expect Bitcoin to pull back to. And now we're looking at the lower time frames. You can also see that we were inside of this little triangle that we actually did break above now. A couple of 2 hours ago we had a breakout candle, and on the lower time frames we could almost see that we did have the retest of this level. The first clue that we did have was that if we drag the Fibonacci from 22,855, and we can use this huge wick to 24,476, and you can see how perfectly the 61.8% was combined with the resistance that I did have on the 4 hourly. I am using this resistance because from it we had one fake out, and second fake up market went down, and I use these 2 candlestick or 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks as the resistance. You saw how the 61% was exactly combined with that box. We saw the retest, and on the lower time frames you could also see when the market did retest the 50% here at 23,481. If we dragged another Fibonacci from that low back up to 24,133, this box, if we just drag it like this, can you see how we are perfectly holding the 61.8%? Just go back in time, just drag it back, and you'll see how the market used this level as a support, and that was between 23,730 and 23,795. Market broke above this level. We had one on the 1 hourly chart. You have the breakout candle. Usually what I do is that I drag a Fibonacci from the last low to the high, and we didn't come back down all the way to the Fibonacci levels at 23,896. What's going to happen with Bitcoin at the moment, as based on this Fibonacci that we do have, take profit 1 got hit at 24,300, take profit 2 is 24,640, and take profit 3 is 24,940. So I do believe that we will continue to have the momentum to 25,540 and 26,740 around these levels. Also against the previous take profit 1 as around 27,130. So I strongly believe that we will have more momentum to the upside come into these levels. And if we will see the market reverse from here, well, we just have to have the patience, but that is what I do expect Bitcoin still to do. Ethereum, we're just gonna drag a previous support right here, and then we're gonna adjust it with the Fibonacci level that I can take from the daily chart. And the first one that I will have is based on this high that we do have from 2,345 back down to the support at $1,000, and we are inside the Fibonacci at the moment. So I'm just gonna adjust this box a little bit so we're not getting confused. So the Fibonacci levels is at the 50% at 1,674, and 1,830, the 61.8%. And now we can already see how the market is consolidating in between these levels, and that is usually what the market is doing inside the higher time frames Fibonacci. I always say that. Maybe you're new to the channel and never heard that before, but now you know. When we're using the higher time frames Fibonacci and you see the distance is very big, the market usually consolidates before it reverses down, because what we're looking at right now is this where we could potentially see the market have the next drop, because with the Fibonacci we're calculating where the next lower high in this case can be, because the market is in a downtrend, and the lower high is always where we want to sell the market, because a lower high, when it drops, it looks like this. Okay, and that looks fantastic if you're selling the market from this level. And if this level will be valid, what I am looking for is take profit 1 at $688. I am not sure if we're gonna continue back down even more from that level, because take profit 2 is at -$10, and I don't think that we will come to it, but I definitely believe that we can have another drop. Maybe if we don't even come to minus for the first target at $688 or $690, but I definitely believe that we will have the market pull back down at least to the support one more time. If we have bigger momentum to the upside, I've showed you this before, we'll drag up the Fibonacci to this high at 2,943, and that gives me Fibonacci levels 1,975, and that is one level. If we break above the 61.8% from this Fibonacci, we just might see the slippage to 1,975, and then potentially see the market reverse back down. But as always, we're using the support trend line, because the support trend line is representing the pullback to the upside, because as you guys know, we see the market in a downtrend, right? So we have this is the impulsive move. This is the impulsive move that we're looking at. So what we see here, it's only a pullback the same way we saw here. When we're looking at these pullbacks to the upside, this is only for a short while, because the market needs to pull back up to create the lower high for then reverse and create the next lower low. But now if we go down to the 4-hourly chart, the same thing on Bitcoin. If we drag a Fibonacci from 1,618 back up to the high around 1,736, you can also see how the market came back inside the Fibonacci levels, gave us a retest up to 1561%. But if we go down to the lower time frames, now we can do the same thing here. It looks a little bit better actually on Ethereum than it did look on Bitcoin, because it was very choppy. And one thing that I will do now is that I will not include this level, because it was actually a fake out from this resistance trend line. So I'm going to use this one, because if we see a break and retest, if I get the chance, and when we have a bigger breakout from the level, I will use another Fibonacci potentially from this low from 1,704 back up to the next higher high. And if that is the case, the market pull back down, that can give me the opportunity for just going for a long position back up to the Fibonacci levels, because remember, we could potentially see the market pull back up to 1,840. So if we see the market doing that, it's just a short trade that I can take based if we see a breakout retest, can buy the market to potentially 1,970 and 1,840. Remember, because after that we just might see the market slowly instead of reverse back down. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on BYBIT up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video. You also have it here in the corner. Very good thing about BYBIT is that when we hold our positions for a longer time, we want to low fees when we do that. So that is why. So support the channel by using the link in the description down below the video or here. Thank you so much guys for looking at this video together with me. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications so you know when I am live or when I do have my daily updates. We can right now see that Ethereum is trying to break this resistance trend line, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what's actually gonna happen. I hope everyone will have a super great weekend, because I will. Okay, have a great day. From Sweden.